Hello everybody, it is a Friday, and that means we are back in Final Fantasy XI. So the last time we were here, things had gone kind of awry. So there was an attack on the President's life, done by our own captain. Well, sort of. We're kind of part of the Mythril Musketeers, we're kind of not, because we're not officially a Mythril Musketeer. The captain kind of went off, and Zed then vanished. We tried to go finding him, and then when we found him, we also found the captain, who then escaped shortly afterwards, but the truth came out who Zed was. Zed originally used to be the Darkwing Hurricane character who murdered people, and we found out why he wears a face guard, because he's etched the shape into his forehead, essentially. So that's the main reason why he wears that. So he also got taken into custody. So that's kind of where we left off. And I believe tonight we're actually going to finish. Hang on a second. I just realized I didn't set the stuff to where it needs to be. So okay, there we go. Updated the stream info. Let me make sure that I do that later. I forgot to do that. I know I was forgetting something, just couldn't place it. No, we're not going to talk about the half-inscribed scrolls. Say it isn't so, Jeth. Is it true that Zed has been arrested and imprisoned? Why, that man is like a brother to me, the most honorable soldier I've ever known. He was framed. Framed, I tell you. I see the way that he suffers not a day longer than whatever dark, dank, musty jail. They've got him locked away in as if I've stormed there, bash some jailer heads, and rip open the cold iron doors of his cell with my own bare hands. Do you hear me, Zed? Don't will not rest until your honor's restored. Forgive me, Jed. My emotions got the better of me for a moment there. I hope I wasn't overheard. I think we're in the clear at the moment. Jeez, dude. Phew, that was a close one. Weren't you able to persuade the others to listen to reason? No, not really. I don't know what happened out of the glacier. Surely Zed deserves a chance to clear his name. Nicholas and 5 Boots are inside. We must talk to them and see what can be done. Our friend is counting on us, Jeth. Taking a little bit of a parasocial relationship, aren't we? You've not exactly been in on this. You've just been the gate guard. Anyway, I hope everybody's week went well. Jeth, I trust your journey back from the glacier was uneventful? For the most part. It would seem the rumors are true, as he's just been locked away in a maximum security cell in the Benedict Watchtower. Captain Bartholomew took great pleasure in informing him of his fact personally. There is no word yet as to what his punishment will be, but it will not be light, I assure you. I've conveyed the news to Volker as well. The events at Houston, Zed and Clara's past, the true identity of the Darksteel Hurricane. Let's suffice to say that I was in a state of disbelief. The two joined with the Mythril Musketeers together, and he is closer to Zed than any save the captain herself. Yet he knew nothing of all of this. I can still hardly believe it myself. No Galko who's left felt the sting of prejudice could begrudge him the depths of bitterness and hate he must have borne from the Hume since that day, which allowed that to turn him to wanton, reckless murder. I fully intend to file an official report to the Security Office of Darksteel Hurricane's identity. Volker would have none of that, however. Still believes in them and insists that Captain Clara must have had the due reason to taking Zed under her wing. Truly, have his injuries gone to his head? It seems clear to me that any shred of honor once possessed by our one-time comrades is gone, and we deal now with little more than 2 common criminals. Still, I cannot simply disregard the words of my superior. We will refrain from notifying the authorities until we can ascertain their motives beyond a shadow of a doubt. Mum's the word on what you've seen, Jedith. Anyhow, forgive me. I shouldn't burden you on my musings on matters beyond your control. Borger, who's nearly recovered from his wounds and will soon be restored to active duty. 5 Moons and I must return to Company Skink as well. Your assistance will be greatly appreciated, Jeth. Until we meet again. What's that you say? Nicholas and Five Moves have returned to their unit. Do they intend to leave Z to rot away in his cell? Will they sit idly as he sentenced to death? He's their comrade. Are bonds of Mythril so brittle at this? My word for Z, Jeth. The look in your eyes tells me you feel the same. I know. Why don't you pay a visit to Benedict Tower, Watchtower? Surely your company would raise his spirits, and there might be a way to help restore his good name. Here, take this and tell Zed it's from his loyal friends. That no matter how many turn against him, there are those of who will always believe. Okay, so in North Gustburg, we have to go to Benedict Watchtower. It's said to go to the campaign. The fastest way there is the campaign arbiters. Well, mine's not particularly quick to get there. It's really dumb that I can't just warp from here. I have to go back to my home nation. Oh well. At least this way's relatively quicker, so. Let's see, we need to go to North Gustburg. There we are. Yes. Boom. I see. E11 is where I was supposed to go. Need to talk to somebody called Roderick. Well, I suppose it's over here. Oh, I did pass him. Whoops. How'd I walk past him? I just clearly didn't notice him. Oh, he might have been hit by the barrier. Yeah, it's on the other side. There we are. There he is. We're here to visit who? Zed? Oh, you need a visitor. We've got the Cavern Oath, the Craven Oath, shackled up in our darkest cell. He won't be disgracing the Republic anymore. Not on my watch, at least. What's that? Resistance for the prisoner? Ha! A lockpick in that sausage? A file, perchance? I'll be taking that off your hands right now, mister. Now get on it. I'll get on in, but make it quick. And we warp to the equivalent of the Boston Oubliette. Now do you see, Z? Your friends have shown their true colors. But take heart. Your one true comrade is here. I strike for Zarkabard. Rayan's dark plots have already cost the lives of many a brave Bastalker. His villainy cannot be allowed to be continued unchecked. I need your blade beside me, Z. Together we will bring justice to the land once more. Captain. Have you forgotten your vow from that day? Another step and I cut you down where you stand. Oh, try me, woman. I will follow you. I remember as if it were yesterday. I stood on the precipice of despair. It was you who shined upon me a ray of hope and saw me through to see another day. That day I swore my life to you. No matter who you may be or what may have happened from here, this is a debt I intend to repay. If you would have my sword, it is yours. Where you would go, there I shall follow. Jedith, I'll leave the others in your care. Farewell. Well. What? The prisoners escaped, but that's impossible! Those were solid iron bars! Curses! I must organize a search party immediately. You, be gone from here before I have you shackled to the wall in place of the Galka scum. Ooh, yeah, I'm jumping for it. I've liked the story more for the Bastalk Nation, but it feels a little jumbled, honestly. It feels like the story is a little jumbled. Okay, teleport assistance. Here we are. Let's see. Westberg, here we are. Back to Gentle Tiger. What? Zeta's escaped from the watchtower? Much as I believe he is innocent, surely this isn't the way. Why, this will only compound his guilt. There must be something we can do. Is something the matter, friend? Nicholas, 5 moons! You must listen! I can hardly believe it, but... What? Zeta's vanished again? Worried for him, friends. Is there nothing to be done to save him from his fate? I'm afraid the time for that is long past. He had a choice, and he has clearly chosen the traitor's path. Besides, 5 Moons and I must soon make for Zarkabard. The Allied forces are locked in a bitter and crucial struggle against the Beastman Confederate. With the ranks of our army thin, the disciplinary ranks have been summoned to the front line. We can ill afford to be distracted by those two any longer. What pains me as well, we must wash our hands of them once and for all. You can't mean this! Jeth, surely you don't mean to abandon him too? If one can bring him back and make him see reason, it's you! If only you knew where the captain had taken him. Zarkabard? Why didn't you say so sooner, Jeth? Do you realize what this means? None other than the president himself leads our army's advance in Zarkabard. No, Nicholas, it's the captain means to... I'd stake my life on it. And if she finds him, I don't care how many guards he has in his retinue, it won't be enough. Jeth, we haven't a moment to lose. You must go to Zarkabard and inform the field commanders of the danger. And you must join up with the Republican army and do everything in your power to see that no harm befalls the president. You must travel with Company Skink, but we'll follow as soon as we are able. Can we count on you, Jeth? Excellent. We may have lost the aid, but you're a staunch ally as ever. Commander's endorsement is required for any soldier to be accepted into the president's retinue. I'll ask disciplinary Captain Herbart to prepare one. The information you've given us, I'm sure we can convince him of the urgency of our cause. Now, Godspeed, Jeth. We shall meet again in Zarkabard. Okay, so we have to go to Zarkabard and for a cutscene. Run back the other way, and so once again. No. Got the wrong one. There's not a book to Zarkabard, but we're basically at the entrance from here. Nope. Okay. And cutscene. Good to see you safe, Jeth. The President readies himself for battle within the command post up ahead. Take this recommendation and make your way there immediately. And take care to hold on to it. Gentle Tiger has replacements, but it's a long trip back to the Republic from here. Now hurry, Jeth. The President's life depends on you. The Golkos never looked like they could actually ride chocobos. They look like they would smash any chocobo underneath them. Now, northwestern corner, I-7. Okay. called the Forbidding Portal. Oh, maybe it's the same portal that I did when I did the Sandorian quests. Makes sense they would reuse it. Yep. Who goes there? That mask. The Renegade War Cloud? What business do you have here? Answer me before I... Ugh. Oh, I hoped I wouldn't see you here, Zeed. That voice. You're not... No, it's not. It's Volker. Volker! Zeed, what madness is this? What do you intend to do here? Answer me! I seek only the truth. Nothing more. Wait, Zeed, are you truly so blind as to believe that thing is your captain? Open your eyes! Zeed! Darn. Will really needs to go through with it. Death, your timing couldn't be better. The President will return from the field before long. With Clara and Zeed both about, we can't be too careful. You make straight for the command post. I'll sweep the area to ensure we haven't cornered him. They haven't cornered him elsewhere. What's the good word, guardsman? All clear, Mr. President, sir. Very well. Return to your post. Report back to me at the first sign of enemy intruders. We must stay vigilant. Aye, sir. Slumbering savage. That's a little on the nose, isn't it? So we meet again, Mr. President. Halt! Who goes there? Clara. Come to finish the deed, Brian, and this time, there will be no intrusions. Treacherous wench! You'll feel our blades! Yikes. Pathetic. Looking to join the others? That could be arranged. Wait, that face. You were... Why ask the name of one who's about to die? On guard! Being considered... I've gone ahead and rearranged things and made new trusts. One, because I wanted to get Cornelian because of what somebody said last time I streamed this. Two, because I actually don't have a Puru anymore. I've taken a long enough break from the game that I've lost her as a trust for the time being. So. Not just a traitor, but coward too? Ha! Hunting you down will be all the sweeter. Spill every drop of your treacherous blood. So immortal. Fight. Time to see what this body can do. No, I can't be defeated by this mortal worm. Very easy, very simple. So the puny mortal can put up a fight. No wonder this woman trusted you. Mr. President, are you hurt? Captain? One meddling fool after the next. I said no more intrusions. What the? Oh, come on, that's dumb. Ugh. Seed? What is the meaning of this? You draw your blade against the wrong opponent, Seed. Seed! What vile fiend are you? What are you saying, Seed? I am your... You are no captain, no friend of mine. Lay down your blade, traitor. Curses, foiled again. Halt! You'll not escape with your life. She's down there. After her. Your Excellency, are you safe? For the time being, it would seem. That makes twice you saved my life, soldier. Seed? So this is what you meant by the truth? The words she spoke to me that day still burn in my mind. Next time we meet, it will not be me that stands before you. Her voice, look in her eyes. I have no doubt that was the Captain Clara I knew. But that thing I crossed swords with just now, that was something else entirely. It was not our captain. It was something unholy. Volker, you must seek out the truth. Find the true Captain Clara, even if she still lives. If she even still lives. Now, I must return to face my sentence. Zeed, and you shall go with him. Mr. President, if you would atone for your heinous crimes, then you do so with your actions. Rotting away in that jail cell will not bring back those that died by your hand. The least you can do is to devote the rest of your days to those who still need you. Is that what Clara, the true Clara, would want of you? Surely a part of her still remains. But this is why she seeks you out so doggedly time and again, even as the shadow consumes her soul. Necklace of 5 Moons, too, have languished in the disciplinary ranks long enough. As of this moment, consider the Mythril Muskateers reinstated by presidential decree. Command you to uncover the truth behind Clara Bester. Together. Yes, sir, Mr. President. But before we go, we return to the capital. Look at yourself, Volker. It's the second time in a span of days that you've borne the brunt of the Captain's stark wrath. You are in no condition to fight. Mythril Muskateers marches one, not march at all. Rest up, friend. We strike forth when your wounds have healed, not before. Zeed. Your Excellency, sir, I bring news from the field. Kindred's commander has fallen. Our enemy breaks to the north. Excellent. The Confederate goes, so goes the Confederate. This will stay their advance for now. There's no time to breathe easy. Ready the troops. We move camp north before the night is through. Show the fiends no quarter. Sir, yes, sir. I'll be glad when the next RPG I play will have voice lines. Okay, we go back to Gentle Tiger. And my guessing is that we'll have to wait till the next game day. As per usual. Which means we'll have to wait a long time. Meaning, therefore, we shall be working our way towards getting Bard up to level 60, I think. Yes, as you guys are not fully aware, I've been leveling Bard. Well, the answer's at 50 right now. Bard is at 43. So, we'll probably switch over to Dancer and get Dancer to 60. Because once I get all the jobs at 60, then I'm going to start marking them up I'm going to start working them their way up. Though a lot of the later jobs, I have to go do... I have to go do limit breaks for them specifically. So... But to be fair, I have to go do mat fights for like all my jobs, other than samurai. So, let's see. Sword front. There we go. Dun dun. Give it a little flex. There we go. If it isn't Jet, hero of the Republic, why the entire my works is abuzz with talk of how you saved the president's life. How did we hear you say? Why, a dispatch just came in from the front lines. The president leads the Republican army on an advance deeper north into Zarkabard. We've got the beastman on the run, Jedith. But is it true that Captain Clara made another attempt on his life? And what of Zeed? I see. So the fiend that targets our president is not the true Captain Clara, but a demonic imposter? Now there's a tale to chill the blood. With the Mythril Muskateers back on the job, and you at their side, the Republic couldn't be in better hands. We're counting on you, Jedith. I get the 4th staff, which I believe gives me... What does it give me? Ah, it gives retrace. Gotcha. Okay. Pay 1 day and rezone after completing what price loyalty. So, we're going to go ahead and change. Go change to Dancer. Let's go level up, huh? Go ahead and trigger my chat ring. Grapples. Odd name. Boom, 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 boom. Okay, changing jobs. Answer. Back to Esha. Okay. Oh. Bumbo. All fire? Yes. Okay. Smokey the Bear. All right. Up we go. Come on, let me at him. Good punch is nothing without a couple black eyes. Oh, that's right. We get the enhance the remaining finishing moves into TP. Yep. We're probably only going to be able to keep this up, to keep the experience buff up for, I don't know, maybe 4 to 5 levels. We'll just have to see. Starting to chew my lip again. Put on some chapstick. Well, I actually want to look at job abilities. Hello, Seth. Good to see you again. Hope you've been doing well. Oh, how dare you! Level 53, good. Okay. B5. I'm gonna do Haste Samba instead this time. Kind of nice just to sit in a kind of like level. I think the main reason why I don't just do like big leveling streams is because of my ADD. I kind of want to do other stuff while I'm leveling. Not exactly the best. Not exactly the best thing to do, in my opinion. Okay. Rifle all. Summon you all again. I think it's good. Time to go go fight Kurals. Ah, Pururu's back. We also got the Chocobo Jig, which increases our movement speed. Nice. Lost our experience buff. Oh, I need to change portals. Six more in-game hours. Next day, and we continue on with the story. Six. keeps saying that I'm paralyzed. I wonder if it means that I can't do job abilities. When I'm paralyzed. Okay. Now we can switch things around and put in people that we actually want to have in our group. So. So we're switching over to Apurus because Apuru can get their MP back. Let's see. We won't put in Quiltada. Put in Joaquin instead. Okay. Energy steal and energy drain, huh? Okay. Okay. Sorry. Nearly there. Level 57. Oh, I missed. Surprised that I'm missing so much. Okay, one more, and then we're going to go back and change and get ready for the next quest. He attacks, so we're gonna have to kill all 4 of these now. Val, come on. Here, what we're going to do is we're actually going to go ahead and run ourselves out of here. That way we don't have any more spawn up and cause issues. Where'd you go? Oh, there you are. Looked like they just kind of floated off into the air. Okay. Let's get out of here. We have a captain to go after. Fancy little jig there, the chocobo jig, but hey, I like it. Oh, there you are, Jeth. Volker's been looking all over for you. He's got an urgent matter about Captain Clara to discuss. I'm not privy to the details, so you'd best head up inside right away. I don't know why I'm yawning so much. I felt like I slept enough. Ah, Jareth, you've come. Excellent. I owe you a debt of gratitude for your service the other day. Thanks in no small part to your efforts, our forces have gained the upper hand in Zarkbar. As for the Mythril Musketeers, we'll be taking advantage... Hello, Zach! Good to see you! We're taking advantage of this situation to redouble our efforts in pursuit of Captain Clara. Nicholas, if you would. Yes. First, let's review what we've gleaned so far. It's clear beyond a shadow of a doubt that our erstwhile leader, or whatever is posing as her, is in league with the Confederate in some capacity. Therefore, it stands to reason that she has ensconced herself deep in the stronghold of our foe. Yes, in Castle Sval. The Allied forces will be mounting a siege effort on the castle. We'll be moving out to join them. This should afford us the perfect opportunity to track down the captain. Now, to be blunt, Jareth, our mission will take us to the very heart of enemy territory, right under the Shadow Lord's twisted nose. There's no guarantee that we will escape with our lives. Yet, we will have no other fight at our side. Will you stand with us? Thank you, Jeth. Ever the stalwart ally you are. If we are settled, then let us be off. Action, not talk, will win the day. Oh, Zach, I wanted to let you know, not 10 minutes after you left my stream last night, I got my first footfall. Now, it was in a system that had been discovered before, but nobody had gone back and mapped all the stuff, nor had landed on the planetoids. So... And let's see, I'm trying to remember, because I think, because I basically did that for a whole system. And there were like 3 biologicals or something there, which also hadn't been reported in. So I got bonuses all around. So I went around and landed on all the planets just because I wanted to. So, got me 120,000 credits. Not worth the credits, but it was worth the praise to get my name in there. So. Yeah. Well, and if I want to be, legitimately effective, I do the same thing. I just kind of want to put my name on a system. Jeth, a moment if you would. I'll speak frankly to you. My conscience does not sit well with being forced to walk together with Zeke. The man we once called comrade has been revealed to be not more than a cold-blooded murderer. Were it not a direct order from the president, I would have excused myself from this mission. Mark my words, as soon as we are finished, I will not so much as look at that man in the eye again for as long as I live. Nicholas. In any event, standing here chatting will get us no close to any answers. We must make for Castle Sval. See to preparations and join us as soon as you are ready. I need not remind you that time is of the essence. The truth will not elude our grasp this time. Oh, by the way, I found a page. Somebody did a guide for the locations of the different kinds of biology. Sorry, I couldn't get the words out. These are read. Oh, okay. Okay, so. Okay, where do we need to go? We need to have an elixir, and we need to, yeah, begin the quest. Still have my elixir, right? Yes. Okay, now we need to go to enter Castle Zval. Now, we have them on the first map. So I think there's a, is there a book that we can go to? Good. This will take us here. Thank you so much for that. Ah! Why is it still doing that? Give me a second here. Ah, I see. I have them here. Oh, that's why they were still going. That's why they were like that. Okay. Okay, now I figured out why that was going. Okay, sorry about that. Yeah, thank you so much for the Prime again. I really do appreciate it. So yeah, I ended up finding, there's a post in the Elite Dangers forums of somebody who did, it was a 2003 guide on locations of where each of the biologicals were. I was like, ooh, that's good. So I've got that page now saved away from me. That'll help me in the future. Ah, there you are, Jeth. I'm starting to get worried about you. What's this? Volker, look over there. not we're the only cloak and dagger outfit in these parts. Perhaps they have some information to share. I swear, no sooner do we kill one of the fiends, one of their buddies slithers up to take its place. We can ill afford to engage the grunts one by one, incapacitate them quickly, falter not in your advance. Got it. You hear that back there? The boss said less twiddling your thumbs and more tongue-tying and leg clamping. That's a Roger Watcher, ma'am. How about one of these? Stay your revenge, Foul. Wait, you are not foes? Who are you, and what brings you to these disagreeable environs? I am Volker of the Republic Army. These are my companions. If I could ask but a moment of your time, Captain, have you any chance seen a human woman in these parts? Tall, with auburn hair, and imposingly armed when last we saw her. Volker, is it? Alan Burge of the Hydra Corps. I must say, this is an inauspicious time and venue to be conducting a search. I fear I've seen not of these halls, but foul creatures and ample colonies of mold. But perhaps my sportants have encountered your quarry. Warrior less dressed to impress, you say? Afraid the only thing around here that fits the description is yours truly here. I see. My apologies, friend, but it seems that we'll have to find your clues elsewhere. Now, if you'll excuse us, we must... Wait. It's a stab in the dark, but perchance that imp might be hoarding a secret or two. I'd sooner skewer it than trust a word off its vile tongue. But in desperate times... Captain Elberger, sir, we found a hidden passage above, behind the stone structure in the northeast chamber. Passage, you say? Is this the entrance we seek, or merely a snare laid by our foe? The game is afoot. You must be off, friend. May your search bear fruit. Well then, let us see what the shifty little devil knows. Thanks, buddy. Not to be all greedy or nothing, but maybe you could be unbuying me too while you're at it? Why, it'll be my pleasure, my vertically challenged friend. Right after you tell us what we need to know, that is. Oh, so we got ourselves a wise guy, eh? Well, I ain't seen no red-headed human broad. You ain't gonna unbind me, why don't you just make like a tree ant and leave? Ooh, food! I'll warn you but once. Concealing information from us may prove hazardous to your health. Oh, there, Mr. Bandana Man. Flap can't talk about what Flap ain't seen, you know? Be disappointed, friend. Here I thought you were a more cooperative sort. Let's not write him off so quickly, Nicholas. I'm sure he just needs the proper encouragement. Yikes! I thought you were supposed to be the good guys. All right, already. I'll talk. Or rather, my buddies will. What's this? There are others of your ilk here? Yeah, that's right. Have you seen them around? Like me, I'm a bit more pallid and sickly-like. The boss won't let him outside, you see. I swear, I ain't got nothing more for you. I suspect he's telling the truth. For once. It seems we have no recourse but to seek out his cronies. Very well, let's split up and see what we can uncover. Castle Keps is fraught with dangers. Should we find the opposition to be more than you can handle, turn to the Baileys and regroup. Now wait one lousy second here, Mr. I eat workworms for breakfast. I thought we had a deal. Ah, right you are. Here, I've just a spell for you. Now you've done it, Flap. So that your buddies without even a single lousy beast coin to show for it. I think those three have a couple of tricks up their sleeves. They'll be sure to tell those Mythrils everything. Everything but the truth, that is. Now to give the boss the dope on our intruders, maybe he'll give me a raise. That's strange. I already got my beauty rest for the day. What? He didn't. Why, I oughta. The spell with a combination of sleep. Nice. So, we're back in this area. Now we need to go find ourselves the imps in particular. G7, G10, and H10. on the first map. Is this the first map? I would assume that it is. What you get for food, my good man? Where's what you got? Or what you made? Got the Charles Cook. Sandwich? Not bad. Sandwich is always good. I made taco soup tonight. One of my favorite dishes. It's such a it's such a nice oh, it's BLT. Not bad. Okay, I know this is It's actually a little thicker when I make it, typically. When it's fresh, it is very soup-like. I try and cook off some off the water that I that gets in when I mix up stuff. But once it kind of cools down, a lot of the crushed tomatoes and stuff, it thickens up quite a bit. But yeah, love taco soup. And one batch will serve me for like a week, so always happy to make it. Try not to do it too often, though. I thought it was time again. We got snow on Wednesday, and even though the snow has been melting for the most of the day, it's still chilly out, so. Oh, yeah. Okay. So it was G7. G7 up this way. Oh, I guess it did pass. Not G7, I'm in F7 now. Okay, well, not finding him. Let's go the other direction, because at G10 and H10... Oh! We might have to continue forward. Maybe. Yeah. Oh, we're not even there. We have to go to the keep. This is still the Baileys. Man, I didn't read that right. Okay, so we need to get back to the keep, which does have a home point. The Puppet Master! Hey, guy! I thought they all are like black and red up here. Ooh, someone stunned me. Someone's serious. Guys don't want to do this. Machine lizards. These are demons. They look lizard-like, but they're demons. Oh well. Ooh, 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 ooh. Boom, 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 boom. We go down. zoom lenses. And run off of here. Here we are. This is the map we're looking for. Run past this guy. He's over here. Oh, you jerk. Putting me to sleep. Somebody smack me. There we go. Hello, gentlemen. I need to find this guy. Is he? Okay, so there are 3 imps we have to find. Ricky, Racky, and Rocky. The RG7. Oh, I think I know where he is. Ah! Close the door on me, will you? I think he's in here. Nope. He's in here somewhere. Okay, so they're not showing up on the map. But we're on... Errand him, but he's not an NPC. Doesn't count. Bottled pixie, huh? Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and run all the way through to this next area, see if this actually changes anything. Hope it does. There we are. There's Ricky. Yeah, so I was on the wrong section of the map. Need to go down another level. There we go. Ah, yes, the gargoyles. And he's really tucked away in a corner here, isn't he? There we go. Here's Ricky. Step right up, mister. Don't tell me. You're looking for a human broad. Got gay, tall, sword on her hip? Sure, I know where she's lying low. Right, that information's classified. Beastmen and Hellspawn only, you see? Hey, the Shadow Lord makes the rules around here, not me. Of course, I just might be able to make an exception for a friendly chap who brought me one elixir. Whoa, now, what's with the cynical stare? It could be just that. You don't trust me? I'm wounded, deeply like. Why, I couldn't tell a lie if you paid me. Well, it depends on how much. Bah, fine, don't believe me. No skin off my wings. Okay. So we have to pay attention to the text after they talk about the elixir. We want to run past all these guys. Ooh, something called a shadow breath. Nasty. Big old vampire. All right, Zach, have a good weekend, and yeah, you'll see me Monday. Once again, thank you for the sub. Now, let me think here. This is actually the wrong room to try and go to. Yes. Now we're trying to get to Black and Rock. Okay. E and Rock. Certainly are not making these easier to get. Making these easy to get to. We actually got to run this way past all the orcs. Neat. Oh, look, another allied soldier. How dreadfully exciting. Let me guess, you're searching for someone and need my help. Oh, will the fun ever stop? Does it look like I'm running a charity here? Bring me one elixir and then we can talk. If I feel like it. Look at that expression on your face. Why, it's as if you don't trust me. Here's a free tip. Don't judge an imp by its cover. My buddy to the north talks the talk, but he couldn't tell the truth if his life depended on it. Trust me or don't trust me? I won't lose any sleep over not helping a wingless one. Okay, so Ricky is definitely not worth it. according to Raki. Now, we do need to go talk to Rocky and see what he thinks. Bum, 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 bum. Now we gotta run through... we gotta go through the other door, essentially. Let's see. Down. Any more orcs? Got a whole mess of orcs. Draw your weapon, silly! Attack! Here's Rocky. Yes? You have business with me, do you do? You look for Hume woman, Maybe I know where she is, maybe I don't. Either way, too bad. Boss would have Rocky's tail for blabbing our secrets to a wingless one. See? Or maybe you make it worth my while? Bring Rocky one shiny elixir, perhaps? Shiny elixir, yes. Rocky tell you everything he know. You my friend Ricky, yes? Northwesty of here? He's smart. He honest too. You trust Rocky, yes? Rocky no lie to no one. Okay. I'm honestly not sure who it could be. Okay, so let's look at their chats and see if we can figure out what they said. What's with the cynical stare? Could it be that you don't trust me? I'm wounded, deeply like. Why, I wouldn't tell a lie if you paid me. Well, it depends on how much. Don't tell me, no skin off my wings. Oh, look, another allied soldier. How dreadfully exciting. Searching for someone and need my help. Look at the expression on your face, as if you don't trust me. Here's a free tip. Don't judge an imp by its cover. My buddy to the north here talks the talk, but he couldn't tell the truth if his life depended on it. Trust me or don't trust me. I won't lose any sleep over not helping a wingless one. Okay. Hmm. Okay, so I'm actually always bad at these because you have to find the contradiction, and frankly, I'm just bad at them. Hmm. Okay. Yes, the only way I really can get to these guys is if I go around. Back to the main room. Very rude, you know. As much as I've been yawning tonight, does not mean that you can go ahead and cast sleep on me. I have things to do. Okay, so Raki said that Ricky was lying. Rocky said that he was telling the truth. Ricky actually gave a non-answer. He didn't really say anything about the other two because he was the first one I talked to. So, it didn't really matter. Go talk to Raki again. Okay, so we'll need to go to Ricky again because to see if he'll give me information on one of the other two. That's the piece I'm missing. Is if he points to one of his other buddies and say that they're lying, then I can go off assumptions there. Looks like the battle ended, so... Look at these eyes. Do they look like lion eyes to you? Wait, don't answer that. Oh, shoot. Okay. Okay, so... this is gonna be a little annoying. Give me a second here. Let's go ahead and hide in this room so I don't get attacked while I'm thinking this over. Gargoyles are sure. Okay. Give me a second here. Let's think this through. Okay, so going by the scenarios here, so okay, so Ricky doesn't give any new information. He was the one I thought would have been okay. So if we go that if Ricky is true, then Rocky was true, and then Rocky was true, and Rocky was false. But that's two truths. So we have two truths and a lie. We can't have two truths and a lie. Therefore, Rocky would be correct, because Ricky telling me that he was truthful is a lie, and Rocky telling me that he was truthful was a lie. And Rocky telling me that Ricky was truth was a lie. So Rocky would be our answer, would it not? Let me think this through. If Rocky is being truthful, that Ricky can't be talked to, then Rocky is lying. Ricky is lying. Rocky, okay. And if Rocky's lying, that you can't trust Ricky, Ricky's being honest. I think Rocky's the one that we go to. Unfortunately, we just had the next day turn up. So if we don't get this right, we're stuck for a whole day. And we'll have to get another little elixir. So, ugh. Honestly, I just really want to make sure that I'm actually on top of this, so I don't... I really want to think this through, so I'm not screwing myself over. Okay, let me think about it. So, says down at the page here for the questions, just speak to Raki and refer to the chart for who to trade to. Okay. So Raki said not to trust Ricky. Ricky is lying. So if Ricky is lying, I think we can figure this out. We just have to go through the logic of contradictions. So, Raki said that Ricky is lying, but, and Rocky said that he was being truthful. Therefore, if Raki is being honest, Ricky is lying, and Rocky is lying. I think that's correct. I think we give it to Rocky. Oh, how splendid, an elixir. Am I supposed to give you a round of applause or something? Oh, the Hume woman. Yeah, I saw her above, in the southwest chamber, or somewhere around there. I'd tell you more if I knew, or cared. Beats me why the boss needs a Hume for his plans. If he's having fun, more power to him. Seems like I was correct. You could go see for yourself and leave me alone. That'd be just super. Jeth, did you truly get one of those shifty little fiends to talk? It looks like I was correct, because I would have had it would have said otherwise. About his superior interrogation skills. At any rate, we mustn't delay. I'll round up Volker and the others. We rendezvous at the location of which the imp spoke. Be safe, Jeth. Okay. Now. Okay. Examine the in G9 of the third map. G9 so it would okay. Now we gotta make our ways upwards. Excuse me, fellas. I'm late. I'm late. Very, very important date. Wish I could remember what the rest of it is. It's awfully clever. I think we have to go all the way around and out and around. Ow. That was 15 points of damage. Ooh. That hurt a little bit more. through this door. This door. We're going to go up the stairs. There we go. Now everyone's facing this way. Corridor fight! Or should we call it a corridor quarrel? Hmm. Bum ba 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 bum. Diddle-doo-doo. Okay, and then we need to go straight forward. Alright, let's not cast anything, huh? Gotta get around the corner so they can't actually see me. Gotta get through all of his shadows. Looks like that other Doom lens just gave up. Gotta use the teleporters though, so gotta wait for the cycle. shoulder. Ouch. Okay. Next area. Feels like a lifetime ago when I actually came through here the first time. Okay, there's something here across there. Jeth, did you find the captain? Why, those sneaky little devils. I told you we should have given them a little extra encouragement. Well, well, it seems we have ourselves a Musketeers reunion. There she is. Captain! We've come for answers. You will tell us who or what you are. My, such hard words for a woman who saved your life. Silence, foul thing. I do not remember being saved by the likes of you. What have you done with the true Captain Clara? Never the stubborn one, I see. Shall I show you the wound I suffered saving your ungrateful hide? The wound that still burns to this day? But our reunion will have to wait until another day. It would appear the mouse has sprung our trap. Till we meet again. What did you mean, Zed? What exactly happened between you and the captain in Bucidin? As talkative as ever, I see. Still, could be that the true Captain Clara all along? Impossible. The Clara we knew would never... I must have the truth. We follow her. Follow her? But we've no idea where she's gone. She could be raising a toast to the Shadow Lord in his banquet room for all we know. I think not, friend. Do you recall her parting words? Something about a mouse springing a trap. But what trap? That could mean anything. No, it couldn't be. Yes, that Senator for the Hydra Corps seemed all too pleased with his discovery. Find a stone structure in the northeast chamber, was it? Must make for there right away. Just a moment, Volker. What is it, Nicholas? We've not much time, so make it brief. With your permission, I would stay behind to inspect this chamber. If the mutterings of those imps are to be believed, their leader is plotting something in these parts. Captain Clara is truly in league with these demon spawn. We must very well find evidence here. I shall remain as well. It would be unwise to operate alone in such a perilous place. Very well. I'll trust the two of you to get to the bottom of this. See, Jedith, with me now. There's a clue here, right under our noses. I can smell it. The question is, where? Nicholas, over here. You found something? Okay, so we have to go backwards a little bit. So from this room, we go back to the center teleporter and go back to the northwest sector, back to the northeast room. And there is a misplaced block on the northwestern wall. Here we are. All clear here as well, Captain. Possible. Must have been something we've overlooked. Tear the walls apart if you must. I want... Like moths drawn to a flame, so too are rats drawn to the murk. You! Who goes there? Identify yourself at once. If I were you, I'd worry less about me, and more about your own well-being. Try to put up a fight. It's been so long since I've been properly entertained. Captain! Well, well, but is it the meddling musketeers? Another pack of rodents who couldn't resist the bait. All the better. Ruin are so much more easily dispatched en masse. Ah, bold words from traitor, Swench. But will you have the same swagger with a blade in your breast? Hydras, fall in! For Altana! It would appear our fortunes have reversed. Useless, a lot of them. It seems we'll have to sell this. Captain? What in the goddess's name is happening here? Easy there, boss. It could be another trap. Captain, look beneath you. Why, this is... Oh. Good goddess. A much larger demon. Hydras, retreat! Retreat at once! Flee, friends! Flee while you still can! It's no use! Comrades, save yourselves! What is this place? It would seem that the woman carried us to safety. But to what end? Was she not fighting alongside our enemy but a moment prior? In that kindred. Clearly, we've been dealing with forces beyond our comprehension. That was the woman of which you spoke? I see. I know not what errand brings you here, but you would do well to forget her and leave this wretched place far, far behind. But forgive me, I overstepped my bounds. Follow her into the very heart of darkness. For this woman means much to you. In any event, you have my gratitude. Please accept this in return for our aid. It has served my Hydra as well in battling the Dark Hordes. I trust it shall do the same for you. Now, I must be off in search of my men. Our enemy's defenses are at their strongest in these halls. Wandering them alone is a sure way to a quick demise. Your friends must be in the vicinity as well. May the gods lead you safely to their side. Okay, so we need to go back to the Baileys. I got Sanctus Rosary. Ah, enhances Demon Killer. Interesting. Okay. So luckily we don't have to wait for a day to shift over, but darn it all. We're gonna finish this tonight. Okay, so it wants us to zone into the Baileys from the keep. Means I actually am gonna have to actually do a runner. Annoying. Kinda makes me wish I was sub dancer so I could just sneak invis up and get through here. But I didn't come as such, so I'm gonna have to do this the hard way. If we go to the right, we'll run back through the Yaguda, the Yagudo, like they're cheese. Yeah, we go through the Yagudo. Persistent stinker, isn't he? Okay, straight through. Jeneth, thank the goddess you're safe. If you can make any sense of what happened back there in the chamber, you have a better head on your shoulders than I. Captain lured us into the heart of the enemy stronghold, only to suddenly fall unconscious when we confronted her. Ghastly demon rose from her shadow, its immense power starting to overwhelm us, until the captain regained consciousness and came to our aid, turning her blade against the very fiend she seemed to league with a moment prior. What dark forces are at play here? Whatever have they done with our Captain Clara? Volker, Death, you've done well, but it's time you return to Bastok. From here, I go in search of the truth, alone. What? Have you taken leave of your senses, Zeed? The danger is too great, the matter a personal one. You need not involve yourselves any further. Preposterous! Are we not Mythril Musketeers? We vowed that we face any danger. If we face any danger we face, we would face it together. Leave me be, I said. Zeed, there's something you haven't told us. There, isn't there? Whatever burden it is you to bear, why not share it? Now that I have journeyed with you this far, will you truly forsake our friendship now? Are we not comrades? Jedeth, you have fought at our side through many a battle. Time after time, you have come to our aid. Now Now I ask you, why? What is it that drives you to make the sacrifice you do? No promise of reward. Help those in need. I see. So we're not the only ones who've reaped the benefits of your aid. There's a strength, passion in your words. I'm reminded of... Very well, I will share with you the events of that day. It was some 6 years ago. Sent into a mindless rage by the loss of my comrades in the 13th Brigade, I transformed into little more than a wanton killing machine. Vengeance. Only through vengeance could the pride of my fallen Galkan brothers be restored. Yet, as Hume after Hume drew their last breath at my hands, somewhere along the way I realized I had lost myself. Vulcan pride, loyalty to my comrades, these were but convenient excuses for pure, unadulterated bloodlust. I will not lie to you, friends. At that time, Darkstill Hurricane knew not for what end he wielded his grisly blade. Having lost everything I once stood for, doubt and panic seized my heart. Where could I go? Who could I turn to? Half in a daze, I wandered aimlessly through those bleak lands. It was there that I met him. Marquis Amon. I knew it was only a matter of time, War Cloud. Or shall I call you Zed? I do so hate to stand on formalities with a brother in arms. Not very social today, are we? Or has the beast lived in the wild so long that he no longer speaks the mortal tongue? You disappoint me, Zed. Where has your rage gone? Have you so soon forgotten your vow of vengeance against the wretched Humes who consigned your comrades to their doom? Yes, you are disillusioned with yourself. You could never have foreseen the anger and hatred that fueled you would fade so quickly. But it matters little. In the end, you are not but a puppet on this grand stage, one that has already performed his role quite admirably. Oh, wretched child of Altana, this world holds nothing more for you. Your path from here is the path of darkness. Swear allegiance to the Shadow Lord, and you will know power beyond your wildest dreams and most terrible nightmares. Leave him be, fiend! A woman? Begone, peon. This does not concern you. I am Captain Clara Bester of the Republican of Bastock's Mythril Muskateers. I have come to bring this man to justice. You may address me as His Excellency, the Marquis Amon, and then you may take your leave. Oh, Amon! It's spelled differently. It's not with two M's, but... I think not, monster. Marquis Amon, so you're the one who lured the brave soldiers of the 13th to their destruction, deceiving their sole survivor and twisting his heart for your own nefarious ends. You're every bit the coward I suspected, Your Excellency. Oh, the mortal is sharp of mind and tongue, worthier your foe than we gave her credit for. All the more satisfying it will be to crush you. Enough! Came from my countrymen, not your empty bluster. As a woman would dare give orders to nobility, perhaps she is not nearly as wise as we give her credit for. I have neither the time nor interest to entertain you any further. Stand aside and be silent, as befits your station. What the? Flames of the underworld. I suggest you give a wide berth if you care to prolong your worthless life. Return to your senses, Zed. You cannot join this monster. This woman cares nothing for you. She seeks only to see a noose tied around your neck. Pay no heed to her deceitful words. Listen to me. It's not too late to redeem yourself. You need not torture yourself any longer. The Hume speaks in lies and platitudes, as do all her kind. Place your trust in her, and she will repay you with betrayal in the heartbeat. You know this all too well, don't you, Zed? Come with me to a world where power, and only power, rules. It is clear where you belong. Open your eyes, Zed. Remember who you were. Remember those who believed in you. Be not deceived. The man you once knew is lost forever. You are a brutal killer and nothing more. Nobody cares for you. Nobody believes in you. And so it will be for the rest of your miserable life. He lies. And I shall prove it to you! Ah! Ah! So quick to throw away your life, woman! Trust me. Trust yourself. Take my hand. Take my hand, Seed. Fools! They'll not escape so easily. Oh. Curses! Thank you. I am fine. Thought we were finished for certain. You have my gratitude. Now, Zeed, I return to the public, and you shall come with me. I hereby place you under my personal protection. Crimes you have committed are heinous. Were I to arrest you, you would see the headsman's block before the week is through. But I have no intention of granting you the sweet release of death. No, Zeed, you will live. You will face your countrymen, your former comrades, and think long and hard about the irreparable wounds you inflicted upon them, and upon yourself. Whether you find solace or despair at the end of your journey, that depends on you alone. This is my justice. So this is the bond that you and the captain share. And lightest shit on the identity of our netherworldly friend as well. Kiamon. 6 years ago, he sought to lure Zeed to the path of shadow. What foulness could he be plotting this time? And that gem. Captain was caught in its unholy radiance. Could this be how she fell under the monster's spell? In any event, we won't be finding our answers here. Come, Zeed, we must return to that chamber. Whatever secrets are to be had, they await us there. Awesome. Okay, so we're gonna walk back up. We're gonna go talk to the Arbiter, warp back to Sandoria, and warp and find a home point and warp up to the teleporters. Be right there. Hello, Barton. Send me back. Thank you very much. What? I guess I didn't have to go anywhere, did I? I just had to go talk to the home point. Oi! Summoner Trusts again. And when you go back down to the teleporter room, which is really quickly which is just below where we are. So. Okay. Raga 3. Do, 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 do. Okay. Back on G9 again, so back where we were, I think. Oh, good timing. Nice. Back in this room again because Nicholas and Five Moons found something. Now another step, fiends! Volker? Nicholas, Five Moons, what happened here? Are you all right? They came on us too quickly. We weren't ready for them. An ambush? Yes. Searching the wall, we found a concealed passage. We thought only to see where it led. Before we knew it, we were fighting for our lives. It's all we could do to fend them off and make it back here. I can only hope that the three of you fared better. As a matter of fact... A demon, you say? And emerged from the captain's shadow? Yes, combined with knowledge we gleaned from Zeed. It's clear enough. Captain Clara has been possessed. So you believe so as well, Nicholas? Taking everything into consideration is the only logical conclusion. Possessed by a demon. How horrific. This means that the only way to save her life is to... Why? We meet again, old friend. So it was you all along. Pathetic as ever, I see. Worthless as your mortal life may be, to think that you would risk it for a mere woman. For a Hume. What have you done with her? Oh, your voice trembles with rage. Excellent. Perhaps all is not lost for you yet. The woman shall be freed. She has long since outlived her usefulness to us. In return, I ask for but one thing. Join me, Zed. Why do you waver? Open your eyes, Zed. This is no place for you. These feeble mortals will never accept you, one possessed of your potential. Join the armies of darkness, and you will be hailed as a hero. Unfathomable power will be yours. Power beyond even that of the Shadow Lord himself. Power greater than the Shadow Lord. So that's your scheme. Hear me, fiend. Zed is no longer the brutal killer you knew. All changed the day when Captain Clara reached out and took his hand. Zed before us is an honorable man. Wow. It's an honorable man. One who has struggled long and hard to redeem himself. He would sooner die than join the likes of you. Such confident words. How soon you forget that I hold the life of his savior in my hands. Now, if you excuse us, I believe Zed and I were having a private conversation. Blast! Not again. Enough. I will join you. Zed, no! A wise decision, old friend. Then come. There's someone who has long awaited to make your acquaintance. Zed! Curse it all! Quickly, we must find him. Wait, Volker. We could chase him to the Shadow Lord's throne room, but what good would that do us? If you haven't noticed, our current position is hardly an advantageous one. No, before we go hunting after Zed, we need a plan. Surefire way to secure the upper hand. But how? By his jewel, of course. It is the jewel that is the source of his power, which allows him to pull the strings of mortal souls as if they were mere puppets. That much is clear from Zed's tale. We destroy the jewel, and his threats to make Captain Clara's life are rendered hollow. Zed will have no reason to obey him. I do not understand, Nicholas. Did the captain not destroy the jewel 6 years ago? So I believed as well, Five Moons, but clearly it still exists. Somewhere, and in some form. If Captain Clara remains in the demon's thrall, it's proof enough of this. Very well. We find the demon and destroy his accursed gem once and for all. But where to search? The fiend said that he was taking Zed to meet... No, it couldn't be. Yes, I fear that our destination is more clear. Is most clear. The throne room of the Shadow Lord himself. So we meet again, friends. Pray tell me that I have misheard your destination. It's good to see you good to see you safe, Captain Allenberg. And I fear that you've heard correctly. I see. Well, it's hardly my place to bar your way. Something else will, though. An impassable door. We, too, attempted to enter a short while ago, but to no avail. Intel told us that we might find the key off one of the gargoyle sentries, but we haven't seen one of those creepy critters anywhere. Could my scout's report have been in error? I would not be so quick to discount the word of your man, Captain. Five Moons and I discovered a passage connecting this chamber with the throne room. Perhaps our furtive gargoyle friend is lurking somewhere within. A passage? Leading to the throne room, you say? Indeed. We explored it a bit ourselves until we were driven out by some demons who didn't appreciate us getting too close to their nest. At any rate, the issue is at hand is thus. How to lure the gargoyle out without attracting the attention of his masters? Perhaps there is a way. Intelligence has it that the gargoyles under the Shadow Lord's command often serve as a supervisory capacity over lesser fiends. If we were to dispatch the fiends in the vicinity and cause a bit of a stir, like us not, our quarry would emerge to investigate the disturbance. My men and I would be honored to assist you. Thank you, Captain. Your support is most welcome. Very well. Jeth, Musketeers, you heard Captain Allenberg. Let's make short work of those fluttering fiends. Okay. So the only fiends, the only imps that are nearby are the ones down underneath the thing. So I'm gonna go ahead and run past here, bringing all demons with us. These keep imps. Okay, then we have to make our way back up there. So I have to run to the teleporters again. No, 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 no. Come on, you silly thing. Here we go. Okay, we talk to this again, and we should get Gargoyle Warden. Hurry to me, my friends. Terror Eye! Here we go. All clear on your side, Jedith? Excellent. And the key? It seemed that the operation was a rousing success. We have our thanks, Captain. We could not have done it without your support. Think nothing of it. Time is of the essence, so you had best be on your way, no? So we shall. Farewell, friend. Go safely. Okay. Off to the throne room. Let's finish this. Ah! Gotta wait for it to come around. Boo. Anyway, we're getting close to the end of the stream, so I'm gonna go ahead and do a couple things. So, next week will be our last week of the current schedule. Starting March 2nd, which is a Monday, we'll be starting our Star Wars Marathon. It's Imperial March to May the 4th. So, we're going to have 3 games lined up, and I'm hoping to get all 3 games played and done within that time frame. If we have to go a little further, go a little longer, so be it. So, we are going to be starting by playing Jedi Fallen Order, which I have played, so we will not be doing and I've 100% completed. So we will be playing it for the story more than anything else, and then we will be going on to Jedi Survivor, which I've been trying to avoid any and all spoilers for, because I want to go into it fresh. Fresh and blind, all that jazz. So, from what I heard, it's not that good. Performance-wise, it has some issues, so I'm been looking into potential fixes for that. Nexus mods and just other things in general that could potentially make it better, more viable. Where are you guys? There you are. I'll make sure I don't go too far ahead without you guys, because I'll get in trouble otherwise. Yes. And then if we're able to beat those, I have either 2 options that are going to be more Starship related. We'll either play Rogue Squadron if we have less time. If we have more, we'll play Star Wars Squadrons, which is the EA thing that came out a while back. And that is set after episode 6 and between episode 6 and 7. So kind of talking about how the Alliance is having to fight the remnants of the Empire, and maybe the First Order. I don't know. I've seen very little of the game itself. Once again, because I want to try and keep myself fresh. So, that's kind of what we'll be doing. I have logged out the time it takes to kind of complete all those games, and it looks like we'll be able to do it. So, I'm going to, and I'm still not sure about this, I am going to be doing a minimum of 4 days a week are going to be set purely to playing Star Wars games, and we're going to kind of do them one after another. I am still debating whether I should have, if I should do something along the lines of having Elite Dangerous and or Final Fantasy XI being on the 5th day, on Friday still. Kind of depending on where we go. I'm not sure. I'd like to kind of keep you guys in the loop with that stuff and not fall out of sorts with those games. So I think we'll do that. And I think we'll play through Jedi Fallen Order and see what our progress is kind of like. So, anyway, back to this. My lord, we have brought the mortal. Unbound rage and thirst for power run deep in this one's veins. He will serve you most well, I assure you. Very well. Is it power you seek? Then power shall be yours. I grant it to you by my own hand. Unhand him! So this is the Archfiend who commands the legions of shadows against us. You will kneel in the presence of royalty, sniveling worms. My lord, these mortals are as maggots squirming beneath the rubble. They are too wretched, too insignificant to even occupy the same space as your majesty. Leave them to me. Come on. They are your guests, after all. The audience chamber is yours. You will extend to them our worst hospitality. Or else. Pitiful creatures. Take my leave of you. There's no end to them. 5 Moons and I will hold the enemy here. You must find the jewel. As good as done. Right, Jedith? Well. Come to destroy my lovely Thrallstone, have we? You are persistent, I'll give you that much. But riddle me this. How does one go about destroying that which you cannot find? We'll find it, even if we have to tear every limb from your twisted body. Soft words from a maggot. But first, allow me a demonstration. Zeed, kill him. Zeed? Zeed! Do you think he can hear you, worm? Do you think he remembers your insignificant existence? He belongs to the Shadow Lord now. Fight, maggots. As comrades spill the blood of comrades, so will Shadow devour the realm. Ooh, somebody was a little too cocky. What? What is the meaning of this? Your soul is ours. I was yours once, but never again. When the captain found me, I vowed, never will I lose myself again. Curse you, mortals. You will pay with your lack of vision. Watch out! Whoop! Oh, that was a funny stretch. Stretch and squish? Step aside, worm. Oh! Volker! So we're fighting her again. You failed me for the last time, Zeed. Your meaningless struggle for redemption. And your life end here. On your guard, Jeneth! Fitting fate for you, maggots. You shall die by the blade of she who once served. She you once served. Useless mortal body. So it ends, worm. The woman? What is she? Clever. Nicely done. Sniveling, towering maggots! You think you've got the best of me? Be wary, Jeth. Die, maggots! Okay, so apparently, if I put on the rosary, enhances demon killer effect. I've not looked at what what it does. Demon killer plus 3%. Oh, he actually looks a little bit more threatening because he's got the red coloring on him now. No! I could never fall to the likes of mortal maggots. It actually was really easy. I love it. Of course, because it's level 75. Not bad. Hear me well, maggots. You will pay for your insolence. Oh, yes. You will pay. Volker, are you all right? Aye, just a bit bruised is all. And the captain? She's free of the fiend's spell. We've done it. I think that Ammon's Thrallstone was inside her all along. He did well to destroy it. It was a miracle, I say. So you finally found the answer you sought, Zeed. Captain? Can you hear me? Captain! Zeed. Captain! Even in my darkest hour, I knew you would find me. Thank the goddess you're safe. Captain. Thank you, my friends. I owe you everything. You need rest, Captain. Let us make for the Republic. You would truly forsake power unfathomable for the company of mortals. And you are a fool. No better than they, I do not suffer the company of fools. Be gone from my sight. But know this, mortals, where there's light, so always will there be shadow. For so long as hatred and rage festers in the hearts of Altana's children, there will my power grow. Till we meet again, wretched creatures. I think it immediately kicks me out to Ordor. Yeah, because the other one's the throne room. I keep forgetting. Every time it puts me out, it puts me back here, so you don't have to run across the bridge. Okay, now we head back to Gentle Tiger, and we finish up. Well, Citizen Jedith, making his triumphant return. I've already heard how you managed to save Captain Clara from the foul clutches of darkness. Spectacularly done, Jedith. Seeing the others? Why, they're with the President, as you should be. He's returned from the field especially for this occasion. My friends, I am pleased to see your safe return. Never would I have suspected that Captain Clara was possessed by one of those foul creatures. Yet, reflecting back on the past months, it explains much. In my ignorance, I thought it was merely the travails of war that weighed on her mind. I think that she was waging an even fiercer battle all the time. A battle for her very soul. Knowledge that she may lose herself completely, at any moment she might turn her blade against her beloved comrades. Must have been harrowing indeed. This I know. Clara was fortunate indeed to have friends such as you. Were it not for your efforts, there is little doubt we could have lost her long ago. On behalf of the entire Republic, you have my gratitude. And yet, our battle is far from over. The latest report has come in from the front lines. Thanks to the efforts of the Allied Infiltration Unit, we finally secured a direct line of attack against the enemy stronghold. The Allied forces will move against Castle's Fall with the full brunt of its strength. I will personally lead the Republican army in support of this offensive. I would have you march with me. Under normal circumstances, you'd have earned yourselves a rest from your efforts, but I'm afraid that is a luxury we cannot afford. Mr. President, does this mean... By Presidential decree, the Mythril Muskateers are hereby reinstated in full. Seed. Until such time as Captain Clara is fit to return to duty, I would have you serve as acting captain in her stead. Clearly, the bonds you share are as strong, nay, stronger, than the metal from which you take your name. Let these bonds of friendship be your strength, and even the darkest shadow will prove no match for you. Yes, sir. And you, Jedith. You hail from a distant realm, this I know. Despite this, you have made one sacrifice after the next in our Republic's name. It would be no exaggeration to say that without your unflagging efforts, Bastok would not stand as strong as it does today. As a token of my gratitude, I give you this. 8 attack enhances effect of Drain and Asper. Furthermore, from this day forward, you shall be a full-fledged member of the Mythril Muskateers. The Republic would have your strength for as long as it stands. 3 cheers for Mythril Muskateer Jedith! Oh, it's official? Sweet. They tell me our guardsman, Gentle Tiger, has dubbed you the 6th Musketeer. I will do you one better. I hereby bestow you the designation of Mythril Muskateer Zero. A wayfarer from far-off lands you are, and yet serve our nation as loyally as any true Bastocker ever has. Never lose sight of your origins, for it is your unique background that allows you to serve us as no other can. Once a Mythril Musketeer, forever a Mythril Musketeer. The Republic is stronger in your presence, Jedith. Promise us that it will always be so. Increases the potency of Drain and likely Asper by about 5%. Simply incredible. Why the Zero designation is an honor that's been granted to only the most illustrious Musketeers in the history of our unit. I must confess to feeling a bit jealous, Jedith, but just you wait. I fully expect to distinguish myself in the non-too-distant future. Jedith, it has been, and always will be, an honor to fight by your side. Take me out to North Gustburg. Why? Ah, that's why. For Altana! So it was that the Mythril Muskateer set off for the battlefield once more. A long and grueling battle lay ahead, this we knew. There was not one of us faltering in our step. Even when engulfed in the darkest shadow, be steadfast of heart. There will always be a ray of light to be found. Stay true to yourself and to your friends. There is no battle which cannot be won, no shadow that cannot be beat. Let us fight this battle together, my friend. With you at our side and the bonds of friendship stronger than Mythril in our strength, there is no storm our republic cannot weather. Together let us forge our future. The future is bright as the brightest dawn. That was a great way to end that off. Oh, sweet. Let's go back inside really quick. We have one last thing that we need to do, and then we'll finish up for the night. So, that half bundle of scrolls I kept asking him about, now pliable. Run back to Gentle Tiger. Jeth, or should I say Mythril Muskateer 0. You come at the perfect time. Zeed has just returned from a foray in the northern front. He's run into a bit of trouble with our adversaries and is seeking information and directives from Captain Clara. But something tells me that's not the only reason. Want to hear what I think? Just between the two of us, there's a little magic in the air when those two are together. I don't know if she could see in him. I guess love really is blind. You're imagining things. You sure? Maybe you're just jealous. Maybe. Captain Clara, welcome back. I trust you're keeping well. At ease. Don't worry about me. I'm safe as ever. Jeth, my heart and mind are ready to go, but I'd be lying if I said my body was fully willing to cooperate. Funny that you should come back as I was debriefing Zeed. I'd like to share with you what I told him. Thanks to the lot of you, I was able to come to my senses to regain control of my spirit. I'd like to share with you and future generations what I learned and felt while in the thrall of the Marquis. Demons are able to control people's hearts. This much you know. Have you ever wondered why? Because they understand us so well. They take hold of the darkness within each of us and use it to slink into us and control our very bodies. However, you were able to save me because of one critical difference. Simply put, demons lack the capacity to love. That's the one thing that keeps us human and is essential to the fabric of our being. Captain Clara, hearing you speak of love soothes my heart. I would imagine so, Gentle Tiger. I would never have realized what love really meant. If I hadn't been possessed by Marquis Amon. Yes, a strong love, one that can overcome our differences. You speak the truth. Guarding the gate all the time has enabled you to interact with people of all different races and backgrounds. And you, Jeth, will surely come to the same conclusion if you see all the world has to offer. Or perhaps you already know the truth for yourself. I explain it to you, but it's difficult to put into words. Allow me to think for a moment about love and what it means to me. What sorcery is this? Panic! Captain Clara, there are two of her. Why so jumpy? But of course I'd be jumpy. Never thought such a thing possible, but for some reason, not surprising in the least. Love can bring about miracles that ordinary men couldn't imagine. When did Captain Clara become so prophetic? Zeke, look! There's 2 Captain Claras! Something's wrong, right? It's impossible, right? You've reached a higher pinnacle than I would have thought possible, Clara. I'm glad I was here to witness your achievement. I, too, must do my best to equal her lofty heights. Wish I could put my finger on just why the 2 of them have that special spark. Maybe it's not for me to understand. I'm just a guard, and so I'll remain for all my days. Trust Clara. You trust in the bag. All right. Clara, right there. Alrighty. Time to be done. Okay. Well, I head back to the present. Just to let you guys know, when we get into this game again, we'll start doing the winter stuff. But once again, like I said earlier today about the schedule, not sure. We might just take a break from Final Fantasy in terms of streaming for a little bit, and I'll just kind of get around to like leveling things and stuff. I'm not going to do any major story content without you guys. Just remember, you're not going to miss anything. So, but yeah, let's go ahead and finish off the night. Heading to the Mog House and being released with the lovely Mog House theme. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. If you like my stuff, go ahead and do a follow on Twitch so you know when I'm live. I go every Monday through Friday night, whenever possible. If you aren't able to catch my streams, you can also go to the YouTube channel. It's a YouTube archive with VODs. I set those into stuff like that. So if there's a particular game that you're interested in, go ahead and take a look at those. Some of my earlier stuff does have like music blips and stuff like that, mistakes. So you'll have to forgive me on those. At some point, I'd like to go back and try and fix them up, but the effort might not be worth it. Anyway, so I hope you guys have a good weekend. I hope you have a good night. I hope you're able to get some rest and relaxation from the work week and everything. And I'll see you guys Monday. We'll be back into Star Rupture, and we'll continue on with the factory, unlocking things and probably reorganizing the factory itself to be a better layout, so we can actually, put things up into orbit faster and progress further. That will be the only other time we're going to be playing Star Rupture as of right now. This will be the last Monday that we do it, because we will start doing the Star Wars stuff the week after next. And there's still a lot of stuff that has to go into Star Rupture because it is early access. When it gets around to like maybe the 1.0 release or something big happens that kind of continues the game, we'll get back into it. But for the time being, it's going to be put on just kind of hold. Into the point where we might actually restart the factory over again when we actually get going. I don't know. We'll have to see about that. But anyway, I will see you guys Monday. Once again, thank you guys so much for watching. Bless your hearts. Bless your faces. And I will see you all Monday. Until then, take care and good night.